yeah, I'm here at the Fast and Furious roller coaster, and couldn't help but think, nice place to jack off.
Yeah, pretty nice. You never know when a good place to stroke's gonna come upon you. You know what I mean? Supposedly pun intended there.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling. I just don't have to chat yet. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Good place to start.
Oh yeah. I was at the Jefferson Memorial, and you can walk. I think they call it maybe the Constitution Trail, and you can walk from memorial to memorial. One of the great places just to pull over, stroke.
Yeah, oh yeah. Have you ever stroked in a memorial? Yeah.
You just have to be careful. Make sure you are paying your due diligence, your Pledge of Allegiance. You play the honor. You know what I mean? And then
I think too. There's a if you have 100 years since they've died, you're good.
100%. And also, I feel like it's difficult now, me as an aging man, to pop wood. So if I put forth that effort and I really think I look up at Jefferson Memorial, justice, honor, life, pursuit of happiness. That's really what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. If you think about it.
I've always thought this, just with how immaculate the way the conditions of the building, and it's just the air temperature is just crisp and pure as the National Archives.
Oh yeah.
And you don't have to worry about some it's not my style. Some people would like to spray on historical documents. I wouldn't want to do that, but I would love to be around that kind of
that
history and just to jack off. And
truth be told, DC is a great city for whacking off, but the Federal Reserve is bad because when you spray, and if you hit the roof, the alarm goes off. So everything's sensitive, so they want to keep. So just be careful if you're looking to spray. Federal Reserve's not really the spot to do it. Maybe the Smithsonian, and the Aeronautics Center at the Smithsonian. A lot of phallic shapes. Just feels like the right spot.
Do you shoot bigger ropes when you're in public?
Generally, I try to look around. I like to make sure I'm not, really accosting anybody. I really want it to be my own space. I don't want it to be, who was the Greek guy who would go around and pull his hog out?
Diogenes.
Yeah, I don't want to be sort of a Diogenes there, but I want to look around off hours, right around open, and I'm quick.
Yeah. You just want to be around the scenery. It's not being around people. It's you want to be in places of that have high historical value, or just places where people come from afar to visit, and you want to when people aren't around to jack off there.
It's pretty extreme cranking. Red Bull's contacted me about maybe a sponsorship.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
that'd be cool if you were lined up with all the athletes. Yeah, you're next to Nyjah, you're next to Robbie Madison, you're next to some surfers, maybe Kai Lenny, and then you. Yeah,
and I would be in my swivel chair. I bring my own swivel chair to all these places, by the way. Yeah, a rolly swivel chair.
And they're kind of introducing you at the X Games or something. They're like, Strider Wilson, your signature move. Maybe you just go.
Yeah, my signature move. Yep. Reverse grip, every grip. The pinky. I can actually do that. Some people can't. Just sort of gifted that way. It's like how some people are double jointed. I have such a small hog. I can do just the pinky grip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think when you're jacking off, you're thinking more intuitively, or are you more in your analytical mind?
Oh, that's an excellent question. I would say it's intuitive. I'm not. It's analytical. It's the process.
But when you're doing it in public, you have to be in both because you have to assess your surroundings.
Exactly. I would say leading up to the event, it would be analytical. I'm looking around. I'm saying, okay, here I am. I'm at the Natural History Museum in New York City. I beeline it up to the 3rd floor so nobody can get me up there. I want to run. I run as fast as I can.
And what is the motivation?
Probably just to feel alive. To feel.
I guess the alternative would be.
Some people. Yeah. Sitting alone.
To come.
I never bust.
Oh.
And I do shoot.
So it's
just
almost
air.
It's type 2 fun, where you just look back on it and you're like, I did that.
A lot of times I go to places where I've been wronged.
To claim it.
I reclaim the memory there.
Do you use Loche?
Never.
Try it.
Never.
Because your dad said it was feminine.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah, he said lotions for chicks.
And
he knows what he's talking about. He was a dermatologist, so he really knows about friction on hog.
Well, this will come up later, so maybe we put a pin.
Oh yes.
In the coming at museums to put it in a category.
guys, we are brought to you by the legends at Protégé. Special thanks to Protégé. They're giving away an almost all expenses paid trip to Warped Tour in Orlando. To enter, give Protégé a follow at xProtegeX on Instagram and DM Deep to enter.
Chad, you want to kick us off?
Yeah. Oh, what up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad. Coming with the Going Deep with Chad JT podcast.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
Just Chad. Going with the Chad JT podcast. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers.
We're here with the J.O. Jackal.
Oh, I like that. I thought you were going to say General, but I like Jackal more.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, the J.
When I do, I dress like the Jackal.
A terrorist thing.
Yeah, he is kind of. What's the bad guy in the Jackal's name?
And there was a real life terrorist called the Jackal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's who I was. That's.
There was also a great Nintendo original game called The Jackal where you drove around in sick jeeps. It was sick.
But yeah,
Really?
that Bruce Willis movie too.
Yeah, the Bruce Willis. That's it.
Sick.
And Jack Black. He shoots off Jack Black's hand.
That was a good scene.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackal. It's a movie. The Day of the Jackal.
That might have been Jack Black's jacking hand in that film. His character, of course, is what it got blasted off.
And then we can kick off into. I just one more thing. I remember when you were looking at wedding venues, you would jack off in them to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And that's how you picked your wedding venue.
Yeah. I went to all sorts of different courthouses, churches, gardens, just vistas, just all around. And I would crank. We would get a tour, and the guy would be like, "Okay, let's head out." And I go, "I'll see you guys later. I'll catch up with you guys later."
Did you feel suppressed growing up?
Very. I still don't know if I've awakened. Sometimes I drive around and I go, who is it living inside of me? I don't know.
Wait, say that again?
Sometimes I drive around and I look in my rearview mirror and I say, who is it living inside of me?
And why do you say that?
I'm not awoken. I'm waiting to be awoken.
Wow. But could you wake yourself up?
That's a great question. Do we wake ourselves up every morning, or is it an alarm? I set an alarm. Rare is the occasion. I just rise.
You know, we were going to ask each other 5 questions each. This actually parlays perfectly into my first cue.
Oh, I love that.
One of my questions for you, Strider, was...
I have my cues on my phone too, so sorry, chat, if you're looking.
And yeah, it's on my phone, so I'm locked in though. In the most ideal of circumstances, coming off a massive day, what's the longest you could sleep?
Oh my gosh. Probably 20 hours. Maybe a whole day. I think I have slept 20 hours before.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
One time
of
I was
that.
late to a rehearsal when we first lived together on Barrington or a Butler over there. I just kept sleeping. Like, I didn't set an alarm. Like, I have a rehearsal at 3 p.m. I went to bed like at a decent hour the night before, maybe 9 p.m. I woke up at 2:45. I was late for rehearsal at 3 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way I'm sleeping that long. It must be 11.
Yeah.
Did you feel good when you woke up?
No, I feel bad. I feel like I've wasted the day.
Oh, but your body felt good, but just emotionally you were like, that's too long to sleep.
It's too long. But I could just keep going. But you know what, dude? I find these days I have more anxiety. I have more anxious energy, especially the wife's been out of town. I feel like when people are around me and like when stuff can annoy me around me, I feel like I can sleep longer. But if I'm in a perfect environment and things are actually comfortable around me, I'll be like, I got to get up.
Interesting.
It's a weird dichotomy.
Do you wake up most mornings refreshed?
Probably takes me a lot because I work those 2 shifts early in the week and I go late. Don't get home till like 1:30. I shower. By the time I go to bed, it's like 3 a.m.
Wow.
And then if I get up, it's like 9.
Oh, wow.
9 or 10. And then I'm like, no, I'm gone. Honestly, it takes until like tomorrow when I get up to be like, feel like good energy.
So you don't get to bed till like 3 a.m.?
It's rough, dude. Those first back-to-back shifts are bad.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's brutal.
And you're on your feet 8.5 hours.
Oh.
And then so it's pretty draining.
And you guys, because you're running around less now at the gig. You've been bumped up to management.
Yeah.
But I remember even we were in like our mid-20s, but you'd come up with like, and you might have picked it up from other guys who worked there, but you had like specific moves you would do to get out of the car to preserve your longevity.
Yeah. You don't want valet knee, dude. Right angle. I would spin out, put both feet on the ground, stand up at the same time.
Basically, when you get out of the car, you don't put one foot out. You turn your entire body and step out with both.
Yeah.
Is valet knee is a thing?
Yeah, right in here. Because you remember, if you're on the right, you're on the driver's side, you step here, and then you put your foot on right here, and then you swing out, and you're putting all this like weird pressure on this knee. And if you do it like 100 times a day, it hurts.
Interesting.
But that's the only body part associated with valet-specific injury.
I would say so, unless you're really cruising around.
Some guys whip the wheel too hard.
If you're whipping, you might, ooh, a little sore right here. Oh yeah, or maybe you twist the neck real fast to back up. Oh, you get hurt.
Hard over the shoulder.
2 guys have torn their ACLs. They're having great valet seasons.
Sick.
Right before the holiday, you know?
Yeah.
You go down with an ACL injury before the holiday, I mean, that could be your year at valet.
My next question is for Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think history will remember more? Tom Cruise or Alex Jones?
TC. You know, here's the thing. I never forget TC. He's always in my mind. He's out there, he's doing stunts, he's making movies, he's charging ahead with the you know, he's spearheading the movement, which is to keep making movies. He's looking good, fire charisma, he's a religious god. He's everything. And I think he'll never leave. I think because of who he is, he'll never leave our domes. Alex Jones, here's the thing with Alex Jones. He's loud in the moment and oftentimes can be pretty hilarious, I think. That's just my personal opinion.
I think most people, if you can get past like the Sandy Hook stuff,
yeah,
undeniably hilarious person.
He is hilarious, yeah. I'm not afraid to say it.
I think my thinking was there's a lot of great actors. Tom Cruise is the only one who can do the stunts and who brings that specific intensity, but like if I'm reading a history book, there might be a different actor who supplants him or someone else who becomes
right.
But if clips keep being the way that we digest information, I don't know anyone who packs more punch in a clip than Alex Jones.
It's true. But here's the thing. I mean, I guess I never forget Alex Jones, but I kind of like will have moments where I'm like, oh, he's still doing his thing. He's still around. You know what I mean? Where I think
you don't think he's in his prime anymore.
No, I just think he'll leave people's minds easily. But I guess if people are talking about kind of the way media is nowadays and the how hyper political everything is, I'm sure he's going to be referenced a ton. But yeah, just instinctually, I just feel like long term he's more forgettable.
Yeah, and I guess if this section in the history book is like the age of conspiracy, let's say that's what they call this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is he the best representative of that? Or there'll be someone else? Could it be, I don't know. I don't want to besmirch someone who, when I'm not familiar with their entire back catalog, but could it be, you know, Candace Owens instead of Alex Jones or something like that?
It's a good question. I don't know.
But you're going Cruise.
I'm going Cruise, yeah. What are you guys going?
Yeah, I think Tom Cruise. I feel like Tom Cruise, if you want to, there's conspiracy around Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also interesting. And he's a beast, dude.
I was all cruise, and then I saw a clip today of Alex Jones interviewing someone over the phone, and he goes, "Are you Jewish?" And the guy goes, "No, actually, I'm a practicing Roman Catholic, but I do have a lot of Jewish." And he goes, "Oh, you're gay." That's right.
The clip circles in my feed of Alex Jones all the time where they're like talking about like liberal, politicians and whatever. And they go, "How would you describe this person in one word?" He really is deeply thinking about it. Vampire.
Oh, dude.
That's one of the greats. Yeah.
Vampire.
It's so good.
Dude, it's so good.
Colin Kaepernick, retard.
Yeah, dude, he says it's so good, dude.
He's so quick.
He's amazing.
He's like, my God's like, Hillary Clinton, vampire. Trump, next level. And the way he looks up, next level.
So funny.
It's so funny.
What's his name? What's Tom Cruise's character in Tropic Thunder based off of? Or is that just an original?
Is it Scott Rudin? Maybe?
Oh, I think you're right.
Is it?
Yeah. Good call.
If Tom Cruise played an Alex Jones type in a film,
he
would nail it.
Does it say?
Is that his name? That's his name, right? Scott Rudin?
Yeah, super famous. Produced the Book of Mormon, Social Network. Honestly, is probably has the best taste of any producer. But then a big op-ed came out with all the stuff that he was up to.
Uh-oh.
And he was physically abusive. Like he threw telephones at people, staplers, kicked people physically out of limos for, messing up something clerical.
Oh, dude. Oh, Stuart Cornfield.
I don't know that guy.
I don't know.
They do look similar, but I think Scott Rudin is right.
Dude, you know what a bummer it would be to get kicked out of the limo?
Yeah.
Dude, that's got to be the worst, dude. You're because it's understood that you're having a good ass time. Everyone's cruising around, everyone's together, and then you get booted out of the limo.
It sucks.
And clearly there's an alpha in the group who's like, "Hey, you're out."
Yeah.
And then you're just on the road. That sucks, dude.
Oh,
I got called
limos.
a
oh, you know what? He does look like Scott Rudin.
I like
does he?
that hat,
Yeah,
dude.
put a photo of Scott Rudin up in the vid, and I'll show it to the boys right now.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's Scott Rudin for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Diet Coke. What was I going to say? Should I go with my first
You're up, dog.
first cues? All right.
Let's go, baby. Dial them up.
All right.
Shoot.
Let's see.
As they say.
All right. These are going to be boning related for both of you guys.
Very
JT,
nice.
if you could bone at any location in the world, which would it be? And feel free to get magical here.
Oh. Like Middle Earth?
I like public.
Nice.
I like up against a wall. I'm in kind of euphoric recall. It's hard for me to separate from real times I busted. I think I would love to do I think a funeral.
Whoa. Little like, are we talking like emotional, like, is it high fidelity vibes like that?
Yeah,
like at the car or in the limo even, or is it like, you just gave a eulogy or vice versa? She gave one.
I think I'm dating just a crazy slut, and an uncle she barely knew died.
Nice.
And we're there, and we're like a little baked, and we just get a little randy.
Dude.
And then we sneak off into, we're at some kind of religious place, and we sneak off into a little office area they got. I got to take her legging off and like put it in her mouth to keep her quiet. I'm not even.
Dude, I'm getting freaking bricked up, dude.
I'm not even having sex with her that good where she's got to do that, but just to play into the theater of it, I do that as if, act as if.
And you put the other legging in your own mouth?
Yeah. Or straight in, yeah.
That's smart.
Or in your ass?
Yeah.
Or you tie it around your neck. And if you're in a moose lodge, then to one of the points on the moose, you could cut off your air supply a little bit.
Yeah, and I travel with my concealed carry, you know? And so
of course.
I hand her my cig, and I'm like, just put it to my head and pull the trigger. But she doesn't know I have the safety on, so I'm just kind of testing her.
Oh, you're Sig Sauer. I thought you were smoking a cigarette inside.
No,
I was like, I don't want you to get caught smoking inside.
No, I don't smoke.
Yeah.
So is this against a wall or maybe like the priest's desk?
Yeah.
Maybe
we're not against a wall in this scenario. It's a doggy, but there's a mirror. And
it's a sick ass funeral home.
she's kind of twisted so I can see her face.
So you can see her face. Do you
And I'm
see?
like, don't be loud.
Do you see like a cross, like Jesus on the cross too?
Ooh, that might kill it, actually. I think I would take all that stuff down.
Maybe you see donors' names, like the Anderson
That's
family.
better.
That's nice.
Nice, dude.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think that's good. I'm like, oh, I know them. I wonder how Spencer's doing.
I'm okay with disrespecting the interpreters of deities, but I'm pretty deferential to the actual deities.
Dude, that's the absolute way to be. That's the absolute way to be. Dude, that's honestly some of the chillest sex I've ever heard about.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Fingers crossed.
Strider, what are the tech specifications for the perfect drill factory?
Oh, this is phenomenal. No matter, you're going to want to be in a swivel chair. Like something that does have a little, like see this factor that I have right here where I'm able to go like this? Because if you get tired from going so long, you can actually just sit still and just keep drilling yourself. But close to, you'd have a tissue box, you'd have a desk, you'd have a laptop set up. So I would say truthfully be told, any sort of, let's see what, I'm a swivel. Yeah, this swivel chair here has been absolutely, yeah, that guy probably absolutely obliterated his hog there. I think a pleather or a leather for easy wipe in case any thing happens. A swivel so that if you turn back around or you can turn around, you can play it off. Definitely a closed door that you can lock, and a good Wi-Fi connection. Ceiling fan, a nice breeze is always good.
Do you have snacks?
Absolutely. You're going to want to have something that you don't have to peel, for whatever hand you're using. Nothing you want to, like no trail mix. I'd probably say like, honestly, the Romans had it right. Grapes. Probably a good apple that you can bite into. Like once again, my father said no lotion and never slice your apple. Chicks slice apples. Men bite into it.
And what's the floor situation? Do you have like, obviously probably not carpet.
I always had a laminated Fight Club poster that I would put down. And since it was laminated, it was protected, so
right.
It was
Where did you
easy.
put it after?
Back up on the wall. And go right back up, right above my bed. And that's why when my now wife, the woman I love, she was always like, hey, you talk decor with your significant others, you guys agree. And she's like, hey, we have to get rid of the Fight Club poster. It was a really hard battle. And you know how they say in therapy, it's never about the laundry. It's never about the Fight Club poster. Well, in this instance, it was more about my drill factory. I was like, I'm going to have to remodel. I'm going to have to get one of those those plastic things that go down that have like the little spikes that go into the carpet on the bottom, that stay. And then the swivel chair goes on top of that. And then you're constantly moving around the wheels. Totally threw me off.
You're big on that, not about the laundry.
It's one of I think I have like 3 phrases that I just say.
I would say that's one of your go-tos.
That's definitely a go-to of mine. And then another one, you win some, you lose some.
I know what another one of yours is. Don't go 12 rounds with yourself.
Absolutely. Unless you're drilling yourself. Then absolutely go the distance. And a lot of the ends in a decision where you just have to go, I'm hungry, I have to eat now. I'm going to be late. I got to go.
I remember I went over to your place one time and your wife opened the door and it sounded like there was like Swedish death metal just blaring inside your office.
Yeah, a good speaker system, yes.
And I was like, where's Strider? She's like, oh, he's just freshening up.
You know that scene in The Accountant when they count number 1, when he sits down and whacks himself. I'm whacking myself. I'm not usually doing like flagellation, not like that, but drilling myself. And I just have a bunch of blah, blah, blah. A lot of people like the audio in their adult entertainment. Not me. I just put on a big tittied stunner and some Rammstein or that's more
Rammstein,
German. That's German.
Yeah.
When's the last time you busted to new porn?
Oh, when I was 18.
So it's just been kind of playing the greatest hits since then.
Mm-hmm. I know what I like.
And who's your top performer?
I'm a big Gianna Michaels guy.
She's powerful. And would you say your favorite part about her performance, is it her kind of alpha mentality or her giant jugs?
Excellent question. If I can have my cake and eat it too, it's both, but more so, it's the alpha mentality. I kind of like to be told
Brooke
what to do.
served her once at
Really?
brunch. Yeah. We should call him.
What'd she eat? Yeah,
He might be putting his kid to sleep.
do you know what she ordered?
We can interrupt him for that and ask about Gianna Michaels. Kid's going to sleep every day the rest of his life.
I forget what she ordered, but it wasn't big sausage pizza.
Damn. You know what I would guess? Some of that hollandaise sauce.
Oh, Eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict.
It's a great dish.
I love an Eggs Benedict. But can I tell you right now, I'm not big on the Canadian bacon. I take it off. Like if remember when we went to the Montana show at Great Falls, Montana?
Yeah.
Remember that steak Eggs Benedict we got? Chad, you took the early flight out?
Mm-hmm. Brutal
I
morning.
still think about that steak Eggs Benedict. It was a ribeye with like a poached egg and the hollandaise. I think about that breakfast. I think about Gianna Michaels eating that breakfast.
That breakfast was good. That place was awesome.
It's so good.
They had the ribs.
There was guys in there. It was a great dude. JT pulled a Tommy boy. He ordered the ribs, and she's like, "Look, they're smoking them overnight. They're not gonna be done for like hours or whatever." But I guess they had some and they heated them up for JT and brought them out.
Wow.
The lady's like, "Oh,
Well, she
I'll get
bait
the
and
chef."
switched me. She's like, I got to get you something else. But then she's like, we did have some.
Wow.
And I was like,
Dude, and he ate these giant, like I'm telling you, it was like ribeyes like the size of my hand with an egg on top and the English muffin. And then she brought out a rack of ribs. That big, dude.
we were eating good. It's a great place. That's where they do the mermaids in the pool. It's kind of legendary.
We met some cool guys too. We met some like Air Force dudes with their wives. One guy flew helicopters.
They
Another guy
flew
was,
helicopters when alarms go off at the nukes. They fly in to check it out. And most of the time it's like a nature thing, but it's cool they're on top of it. They seemed very capable.
I did crank my hog by a nuke silo.
You did?
Yeah, by a silo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you want to ask some questions?
Absolutely. Here we go. Now, we'll get the blue stuff out of the way. So I will, Chad, I'll go with Chad first here. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Chad, you're the type of bro who would give a stranger the shirt off your back. And I know if either of us needed a kidney, you'd give us one.
Thank you.
That's not my question, because I know that. If science allowed it, would you donate me, JT, or anyone of your choosing 1 inch of your penis so that their life may be better? And just so you know, in this scenario, everything would go back to normal. You'd have a fully functional wiener, except yours would be an inch smaller or 2 or however much you're willing to donate. And then if you gave it to me, it would just be that much bigger. Would you do that if science allowed that? You would have to recover. You would have to also think about the other people in your life.
Would I still have a bell end?
You
Or is it
would
just like,
donate an
would
inch
it be
of the
more
shaft.
of a nub?
It'd be like an inch from the middle of your shaft is what
Oh,
the
the middle of
procedure
the
would be.
shaft.
And then they would just take it and put it back on.
Yeah, hard no if I have to give away my head.
No,
yeah,
no.
your bell end. Yeah. So why am I doing this? Is it?
Wow, that's an interesting question.
This is shedding a
Is this just?
Listeners, we're learning a lot about Chad here by that answer.
Yeah.
No, I'm just curious.
I guess
Like,
that question-
are your lives in danger?
No, but
Well-
you can improve our lives. So
Oh, it's to improve your
I guess
lives.
the question is, you're kind of asking a deeper philosophical question of like, why be generous?
Right.
That's a fucking beautiful way to put it. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Nice.
And then there was a part, would you do it you don't have to choose between me and JT. If it was me, I would accept that. Who would you do it to, and who do you think needs it most?
Oh, man.
And would your dank wife, your dank fiance, future dank wife, how would you think she'd be affected?
On air, I'll kill you.
Because you said that, I was gonna say Strider, but I think it's
They're
JT.
filming this shit, man.
What? I think JT needs an extra inch in my cock. Would my fiance be down with that? Should we call and ask?
Yes.
Yeah.
I also wonder if you did donate an inch of your penis to someone in need. Not me. Would you tell people about it afterwards, or would you be the kind of noble anonymous gifter?
I'd let you guys tell the story.
I think that's smart. Like at the inch giving bank, the dick bank.
Yeah, if there was like a dick fund me, it'd be anonymous.
I'd call you like a couple of weeks like, Chad, what's up, dude? Just want to tell you, like, I was with this chick last night. It was the first time I heard her go, oh, and I just want to thank you so much, man.
Thank you for that middle shaft.
I never would have been able to do that without you, man.
But dude, what if they say no good deed goes unpunished? Mm-hmm. What if I now have BD energy and I get like a forehead tattoo and a chain necklace, and like you guys call me and I'm just like, whatever, dude. All right, I guess.
I don't know.
It's
hard to picture. You with BD energy? Fuck, dude.
I don't even know how to act with a big dick energy.
It'd be tough to do podcasting with big dick energy because it'd just be three guys not talking.
No one who has a podcast has a bigger than 7-inch penis.
Yeah, you can't.
Unless you're a former athlete.
Because then people would bring stuff up and you'd be like, I guess, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, maybe.
What do you think about the current state of affairs? I don't know, dude. Check. What do you guys think? Should I take this girl to sushi? Should we just do like a walk?
Are you still talking about that?
Yeah, exactly, dude. All right, JT, I got a question for you. Speaking of questions.
Sorry, I was just taking a note on the pod.
JT, if someone made a statue of you, what material and position would you choose to pose in?
I think I'd want it made out of wood. Like good oak. And the position, I think I would want it to be, I have sort of like the thinking man. Is that Rodin?
Yes.
You know what? I'm actually good in that spot. I think I would kind of mimic it. Not to pull from the most famous, but that is anatomically where I like to live.
And I think you would be down in the squat like this. You do like to be in, you have good hips.
I have really flexible quads. And so I do like to be like that, but I would have no stone I'm sitting on.
Would you be nude, or would you be in an outfit that you like wearing?
No, I'd be nude.
I think that's the right answer. But
but wood is not it.
I was going to say wood will over time deteriorate. You want this to last.
That's what I kind of liked about it. I thought it was romantic to be
choice.
like ephemeral. But now that I'm thinking on it, I just don't know if you can get the detail you need.
They could make it with a chainsaw though, and that's pretty sick.
Oh, that's pretty cool. No, it actually looks really good.
Also, I guess if you preserve
You know what? I do
it,
like the wood. I'm sticking wood.
if you keep it indoors and out of the element, it will last. That's all you have to do. You just, and where would it be erected, the statue?
I would want it in New York City, 97th and 3rd.
And how many feet? 100?
Nah, that's too much. I think that's something that too vainglorious that keeps you out of heaven. I go like 5 to 6 feet, big enough to draw attention, but not so big that it's all about you.
Smart. That's a great ass call.
Sick.
I would
Who's up
travel
next?
to see that.
Who's up next?
Oh,
JT?
back to me. All right, Chad. Not in a split-second choice, but if God gave you a week to decide who had to go, would you die for your dog Lola?
100%.
Strider. Not in a split-second choice, but if God gave you a week to decide who had to go, would you die for Sonny?
Yes. In fact, when I was driving to the podcast today, I almost hit a dog with my car. So this like, luckily it was a big dog, got out on Glendale Boulevard or Avenue, whatever it is, came out in front of me, hit the brakes. Luckily no one was behind me, and the lady got her dog. It was off the leash. I was like, dude, that would have really fucked me up if I hit a dog with my car.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, dude, what if that was Sunny? Yeah, dude, because honestly, you know how much Jill loves Sunny, my dank wife? Dude, she likes Sunny more than me.
That was going to be my question, is that, because I totally get you guys doing it in a split second and think you would, like run in front of a car to save your dog. But that's more like, yeah, like instinctive. But if you had to really think through it, could you do that to your family and to your fiance and wife?
They would probably not. In all jest aside, they would want me to live over the dog, probably.
So you would let the dog die?
Yeah. I'd have to live.
I don't know, dude.
But my split instance was actually, it would be, here's, you know, my decision would be, because I would consult with my dank wife. My family members would be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. And then if my dank wife was like, yeah, you should die,
Dude,
then maybe I would, because at that point, this is like a French movie now. Why live? If the person I've given the most of my love to doesn't want me, does this earth even need me?
That would be pretty hilarious to explain to your family. Be like, I need to die for my dog, and then it's like and my wife agrees. She's like, yeah. And then you're putting on a suit, and you just have a briefcase for no reason, and you just walk out to some light.
Suggest responsibility.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to do it. And if you get a full week to decide, that's interesting.
Is there any part of you that feels like if your significant other did pick the dog to survive and for you to die, that out of spite, you would then kill the dog to punish her for her heartlessness?
I would not do that. No. But you know what I would do? I would think,
that's how much you love your wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And honestly,
that you would let her euthanize you.
How much I realize how flawed I am and how much I hate myself, because I am a creature and a human capable of sin. Dogs, you have a different theory on dogs, where you think dogs can be evil and whatever, and they can be naughty.
I just think they get a pass on their sins, whereas humans, we don't give that pass to one another.
Because it's their nature, but is it
like
also
if a dog
our nature?
Rips up another dog, or sexually dominates another dog, we don't call it sin. And with humans, we do, and we should do that with humans. I just think they get they get off easy a little bit.
I think you're right. It's a tough like argument, or it's a tough stance to take.
I'm like a hard ass dad. I'm like Robert Duvall in The Judge, where when my dog commits a mistake like that, I send the dog away to jail to learn from its mistakes.
Is that the movie where Robert Duvall like chokes the guy at the diner? He's like, I've fought in wars, I've led men in tanks and blah, blah, blah. When he's like, who are you, old man? And he chokes him in front of, who's the little kid in The Sixth Sense, is like watching him in awe. Where the guy's like talking to you, who do you think you are, man? Oh, no, that's
Secondhand Lions with Michael Caine.
Yes. That movie. It's a good movie. Great call, dude. He just chokes us out. I've led men into combat and tanks and horses and blah, blah, blah. And I loved a woman with more capability than you have in your little flea brain. That's the man I am.
A lot of people think he's better than the rest. Also, let's shout it out. Rest in peace, Robert Redford. What a life.
Oh, good call. Yeah. Robert Redford's the man.
What a handsome man, too.
It's a great question, JT.
Joel Osment's in that? Wow.
Smart of you to put the phrase in there of not in a split second's decision. Because once you actually sit down and think about it, you have that week, you start mulling things over.
It's hard.
Maybe I just go out for one last crank. At the Tesla restaurant. Yeah. I can't wait to crank there.
You could have that on your grave. Died for his dog.
That's honorable. Love that to be a fire epitaph.
Yeah. Be sick.
All right, who's up? I think it's Chad.
All right.
I love that it's late night vibes right now. This is great, dude. I like a night podcast recording.
Yeah, definitely.
It's chill.
And this is the right style of episode for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like we're in like we're on like HBO past midnight.
Yeah.
Except it's 3 dudes and we're just talking about tits.
For sure. We can say ass and hole back to back.
Dude, say it.
Asshole.
If you were in World War II, Strider,
Thank you.
do you think you'd be in Europe or the Pacific? And why?
Okay. I want to be in the European theater. I want to be in Easy Company. I want to be, there's just, and this is sick to say, who's the guy that said if you make a war film, you've glorified war?
I think it was Truffaut.
It's true. These are heroes. They did, a generation, their youth was robbed of them and went and did a job and liberated the world and all that. But there's just something to the aesthetic of the European theater of war. And it's terrible because people are dying and getting shot by bullets and it's bad and so are civilians. But like at an old church and just like the French countryside. And then in the Japanese theater of war, it's jungle, it's combat, it's bugs, it's just you're island hopping, you're on a boat, it's fucking hot. And it's kind of like a preamble to Vietnam where it's just torturous. The way the Japanese soldiers were trained, you fight to the death. So there was just so much gruesome stuff of like the kamikaze charge and just the mental anguish of in the Japanese government lying to their citizens, saying that the Marines were gonna if they got you, they'd get your family, they'd eat your kid. They said like they do all this horrendous stuff. So when they got to Okinawa, people were throwing themselves off the cliff thinking that these monsters were gonna come and like literally eat their kids.
Wow.
That's really rough. But because things don't usually work out for me in my life, I think I'd probably get drafted and put into the European theater of war. The Japanese theater. I'd probably be like in the engine room on a boat in the Navy. Because I think in Marine you had to enlist, and I'm not brave. And also as the paratroopers, you had to pass a physical test. Like you had to be like kind of the best of the best, which also raises it's why they were at the center of the focal point of so much combat. Because the paratroopers you got paid more, but you also had to like do more. I think I would probably just be like in an engine room on a naval vessel and got torpedoed.
But you would have JO'd in there.
Absolutely. With the heat and the sweat, it would have been like, I would have been breaking daddy's first rule of lube.
In your World War II research,
Greece.
Where was the best hang? Where did it seem like the soldiers were having the most fun together?
I think probably in London, maybe even, I really like the pilots and the guys that were in those B-17s, because every time you went up into a flying fortress, it was literally a coin toss whether you're going to come back. More guys died above the air in Germany in bombing than the entire Pacific theater, just in the aerial battle. That's not including the ground battle in Europe.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 200,000 or something like that. Something crazy.
That helped the hang?
I think so. I think because you were so, every time before you went up, we got to live it up. We got to fucking let's go.
And you're in London
And you're in London.
So there's stuff to do.
There's chicks.
That's cool.
And then also, the coolest probably though would be a pilot. Like the Battle of Britain before even America got involved in the war. Mm-hmm. If you're a cool ass ace pilot and you come over.
The raft brings you over.
Yep.
Church is like, never have so many owed so much to so few.
Great quote by Churchill. Absolute beast. And then he's like the first dude who threw deuces, but it was really a V for victory. Mm-hmm. But he's famous for like making it famous of like, what up?
I think in England they say this is fuck off.
Oh, really?
Lily James, she's like, this means up your bum.
Yeah. Oh, and in The Darkest Hours.
Yeah.
Dude, how good is what's his name's performance? Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
It's a great question.
This means up your bum.
Honestly, dude, how cool would it be? Dude, what about being in the European theater and being like a resistance fighter, like a spy, and like the French in La Résistance?
So, dude, yeah, if the palm is facing away from you, it's victory in England, and sometimes people perceive it as peace. But if it's facing towards you, it's the equivalent of the middle finger.
Whoa!
In England, like still today?
Yeah, I lived with some British guys, and they were like, "This means fuck off."
People say the bird comes from and the finger comes from archers when they used to like do this, so they'd give you the bird being like, we're going to get you. And then a lot of times enemies would cut off archers' fingers. Like if they let them live,
Really?
then you'd have no bird. Yeah, you couldn't.
Man, that would suck. Oh, dude. Okay. Before I get to your cue, back to the dogs thing. What about the dogs who get euthanized for being violent? They don't get a lawyer or a trial or anything.
That's a really
Great
good
question.
point.
Would their lawyer have to be a dog, and would the jury have to be one of their peers? And can AI interpret what their barks mean in their judgment?
I think to make things fair, this might make things unfair, but I think the judge has to be a cat.
I was going to call it Canine Court, but maybe you call it Canine Lives Court. And if a cat sentences you to death, is it just one life? Does the cat then have to give?
Dude, good cue. I didn't think that far ahead. I just thought a cat would, but maybe they wouldn't be impartial.
What animal?
Yeah, I was going to say cats are going to send all the dogs.
Oh yeah, never mind.
But it's really interesting what you're talking, because I have no idea what the process is around that. I remember Mom Lem was really fired up because there was a dog situation going on in Burbank where they had taken the dog away, and the neighbors were, it was he said, she said, as to like how the whole thing kicked off. Like some people were like they were harassing the dog, and then other people were like, no, the dog has violent tendencies. And I don't know how it worked out. But it's a really good call. Like, who should be the doggy attorney?
Yeah.
And is that a TV show?
Yes, it's a TV show. If not, there's Paw Patrol. I think there needs to be courtroom drama. Heavy, intense courtroom drama, like A Few Good Men style stuff, but animated.
It's really, my son loves Paw Patrol and my daughter loves Trash Truck. And so they'll fight. Like when they're going crazy, I'm like, all right, I'm going to put something on. My son goes, Paw Patrol. And then my daughter goes, Trash Truck.
What's Trash Truck?
It's great. It's this Netflix show. I think it's Kevin from The Office. The animation's good and the stories are actually kind of clever. There's one where like the boy wants to be nude and they're all like naked running around. But it was an episode that resonated with me. And there's some other pretty clever episodes that people have mentioned.
What dog would be the best judge?
Defensively.
A basset hound?
Got the
I
best
just picture
face
him
for
like
it.
with the long ears and
I'll tell you who the bailiff would be. A Great Dane.
good call.
Big ass mofo.
Good call.
Dude, pit bulls are so insane looking.
Dude.
That is such a funny dog. The musculature.
It's insane, dude.
Their jaws.
Just NFL running back.
You feel a pit bull's jaw? It's like 2 inches thick at least.
Yeah. They get locked. Yeah, dude. They're so gnarly. They're Mike Trouts, dude.
All right, Chad, you're up.
JT. If you could swap lives with any athlete, who would it be?
All time.
Great question.
Travis Kelce.
Oh, dude, you Swiftie over there, Jake?
I don't know what the totality of his life was, but being Jesse Owens when he crushed in Munich and just, really took it to that whole ideology. I'm sure there's a lot of, counter stories going on, but the conventional story around it is pretty epic. Oh, Berlin, sorry. Who else?
It's a great one.
Dude, honestly, I don't think I could endure the pain, obviously, but boxers, like watching Terrence Crawford fight Canelo on Saturday, and just what a masterclass he put on. And there was like rounds where it felt like Canelo was starting to bully him, and then every time Crawford would just meet him in the middle and just beat his ass for a few exchanges, and you're like, dude, the mental fortitude to just push the other guy back is so cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so I'd probably go Jesse Owens. Yeah, I'd go Jesse Owens, or if I'm going boxing, I'd probably have to go Ali.
Yeah.
When he either when he beat Sonny Liston the second time or the Foreman fight. But you wouldn't want to, like, Joe Frazier broke his jaw. Like, I would not want to feel that.
No, yeah, you got to take the punishment, yeah.
And, like, the fights were 15 rounds back then. There's, like, anecdotes that like Ali, like between 13 and 14, was like, "I'm dead. I'm going to die. Throw in the towel. I am going to die." And I think they both nearly did. So, yeah, if I wouldn't have to feel the pain, I would do Ali.
And the systems that be were kind of against you too. Like you got fucked over by like the government and like
Yeah, he missed 3 of his
boxing
prime
committee.
years.
Yeah. In hindsight, probably kept him alive.
Like not having to fight.
Yeah.
I think they were going to give him the Joe Louis treatment though, where you're just there to rally the troops. So they're like you're just doing like celebrity drop-ins and then the soldiers get fired up because they're like, oh, he's
Yeah.
he's one of us. He's out here.
Like when Elvis served.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he would have got the Elvis treatment.
It's a great question. Okay. I'm piggybacking off that question. This was for later. This is my second question for JT. Literally, my question was, would you rather be the best boxer in the world or the best MMA fighter today?
Oh, MMA, because you could beat up the boxer.
That's what I was wondering. Pretty much, it's like, who do you think's tougher and cooler?
They're both extremely tough. This is an age-old debate, goes in circles, but we have some data on it. Like James Toney, who's one of the greatest boxers ever, one of the greatest defensive boxers in history, went to MMA. He fought Randy Couture, who's a very accomplished fighter himself, and Randy Couture took him down and choked him out in a minute or two. It's just different. If you can wrestle and you can get the other guy down, it's kind of over. But Terrence Crawford, what's cool about him is he was like a state champ wrestler. And then I think Usyk is actually a pretty good wrestler too, the heavyweight champ right now.
Has Crawford ever done any sort of MMA?
Nah, he just boxes, and I don't. He's 38. He's not going to switch now. But some of these boxers, they could have been good at it.
Do you guys think Michael Jordan's happy?
No, he's notorious for not being happy. Damn. But I bet you he feels better than other people,
right?
Oh yeah.
Which is probably its own kind of happiness.
He's happy because he's not. He feels frustrated by just this constant urge to win and to beat everyone.
Yeah,
right?
he's like a hammer with no nail.
Yeah. But
so he wakes up every day, he's like, let's bash some stuff. And they're like, there's nothing left to bash, brother.
But because I'm rewatching Last Dance, and you can tell he does. He's proud of himself, I think.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
So does that make him happy in a sense? Or do you think now that he's out of basketball and he just maybe has lost some purpose?
Yeah. I just think the thing he loves to do, he can't do anymore.
Yeah.
So he'll always be a little sad. But I think if he had to live his life again, I'm not sure there's much he would change.
Yeah.
He's pretty confident. What episode are you on?
6, I think.
So what are they on? Like their third title or something? Is he about to retire?
I think it's 93 they covered. I just finished the episode where they kind of got into his gambling.
Hmm. Did they already go to Barcelona and the Dream Team?
Mm-hmm.
And
coup coach.
Yeah, they hold their coup coach. They're just like, we're going to shut him down. It's so mean.
Yeah.
I was watching a clip
Jerry
today.
Krause liked him.
They beat like Germany like 111 to 83. Like
Yeah.
the Shrimp scored like 10 points.
Yeah.
It's just them dunking and shit. So sick.
Oh, and then what was the thing about Horace Grant? Oh, that they think Horace Grant leaked. There's that book came out that like took down Jordan. Like talked about his gambling. I think something like along whatever book that was. And like it was Horace Grant. He leaked it to the.
Oh,
and then they're like, he's like, it wasn't me.
Amazing cut.
All right, who's up?
I'm up on Chad here. Chad, if you were a DJ, what sort of beats would you be known for? Like a moody, ethereal shit, some nasty dubsteps, or something we don't even know about?
I mean, I think just straight hype, housey dance music. Like Avicii, Zed, Eric Prydz, Call on Me, with just dudes and ladies in thongs and banana hammocks, just air humping.
Is that only? Oh, that's amazing.
Those are my shows. You air hump the whole time.
I would go to that
That's
show. I would pay so much to go to that show.
Yeah, you air hump the entire time. You hands on your hips in unison. It's sort of like when you see like an army marching together in unison, except it's just humps.
It's
and
like,
then I spray everyone with foam.
oh,
That's fun.
Yeah. And then you could crank too, because you're doing this. You just hold your hand in place.
You jump into the
that's
hand.
okay to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
If the DJ says it's all right.
That's true. DJs are pretty much gods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we are brought to you by Hims. Guys, no one plans for hair loss. No one likes to talk about hair loss if it's happening to them. It's a taboo. Not taboo, but it's a subject most people just don't even want to think about it. And you definitely don't want to schedule an appointment to go to a stuffy doctor's office to get, inspected by some doctor being like, here's what's going on. And you'd be like, oh, can I just do this online? Well, that's where Hims comes in, because Hims makes it free, not free. Hims makes it fast and easy for you. You can do this all online. They have a whole array of treatment options for you. Okay? You can get the topical finasteride minoxidil spray. You can get the oral. That's pretty much Propecia. And then if you have problems with your boner, you can get that fixed too. And so 100% online access to prescription treatments for regrowing hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. And it's convenient access to treatments with ingredients that work. You got medication, serum, sprays, doctor trusted, clinically proven ingredients, no hidden fees, no surprise cost, just real personalized care on your schedule. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/go deep. That's hims.com/go deep for your free online visit. hims.com/go deep. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Guys, we are brought to you by the legends at Protégé. Protégé is Loche for the bros, not the pros. Okay, they make if you want to get into skincare, if you want to make sure your facial skincare game is on point, check out Protégé, because it's an all-in-one formula. They've got SPF for you, sun protection, and then what's the ingredient, JT?
Retinol.
They've got retinol, FDA approved to treat fine lines. And it's just you don't need to get a bunch of different things. You just use Protégé, you're covered. I love Protégé. It got me into the Loche game. Highly recommend them. So stoked on them. And also, Protégé is running a giveaway for an almost all expenses paid trip to Warped Tour in Orlando. 2 round trip flights, 2-night hotel stay, 2 tickets to both Warped Tour dates in Orlando, November 15th and 16th. Not included tacos and tequila. That's on the winner. Here's how to enter. Follow at xProtegeX on Instagram. DM the word deep. That's literally it. Protégé equals simple, no BS skincare for dudes. DM the word deep to xProtegeX on Instagram to enter. Who's up next? Strider?
Is it back to me?
JT.
All right, yeah, let's pick it up. Here we go. Chad, are you worried about running lowering your T?
I do worry about that. And I think about that sometimes on long runs. Am I lowering my T? Am I overloading my body with stress? But then I'm just kind of like, fuck it.
Because you love it so much.
Yeah, and I don't know.
It's been making the rounds. Maybe it's because we talk about it a lot and my phone hears it, but I've been seeing a lot of articles about it. But a lot of the comments are like, dude, like, guys are so obsessed with tea, you don't need that much tea.
Right.
But then there is a part of me that's like, gets scared. I'm like, but no, you do need tea.
Yeah, people are always like, you need to lift heavy and stuff. I'm like, I do lift as, you know what? I don't really, I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really worry about it because I cross train and I do legs and stuff.
And you look good.
Thanks. Yeah, it slims you down, but I do like yoga sculpt, and so I work my legs a lot. So I probably run 2, maybe 3 times a week. So I don't think when I was heavy training, doing marathon stuff, and I was doing like over 10 miles consistently, that's what I'm worried about. But that's also, I realize I can't do that often because it just takes it out of me. It just takes it out of me for like a week.
So you're more moderate now.
Yeah, I do 5. I did 7 yesterday. So, but when I was going, 11, 12, 15, you definitely think about it.
All right, Strider.
Yeah.
I got one for you. As someone who was so fiercely independent in our youth, when did you realize you needed other people?
China. When I went to China, I went there for a summer, basically 3 months, 2.5 months, had 0 friends. Terrible, couldn't speak the language. I was there to, quote, teach English. All the students were really proficient in English. So I had like the high level, the class was in English. And I was like, dude, I need friends bad. I'd look at like groups of dudes hanging out. I one time was walking back to my apartment and I saw another guy get beat up by like 8 dudes. I just watched. They looked at me, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? You want to get your ass beat? I was like, please.
I just want to be a part of something.
Yeah, please kick my ass. Some guy swore at me. He's like, the fuck? Don't know what he said. I was like, shit. My best experience I had there, what really turned, was I played pickup soccer with some dudes, like on a rooftop soccer court. My shirt off. One of the dudes came up because I was pretty nice back then in college. And he said, "You are Superman. You are Superman." It's fucking rad, dude.
That's sick.
It was sick. I was like, "Thank you, bro." So sick. So that was like my boy, dude. I still remember that. Then I would email JT, dude. Famously subject line of an email. And I was like, "The sun may rise in the east, but it has set on me, my friend."
It's setting very slowly on me, my friend. I mean, your boy's struggling when it's poetry. Normally our convos were like, "What up, dog? Dude, fuck, bitch." and then he came at me with poetry and I was like, wow, it must be slow.
Dude,
well, how were you before that trip?
More selfish, lazy. JT always had a vigor for life. Dude, let's go to the beach. Let's cruise over. Dude, be over at my house. I'd be like, I don't know, dude. My mom's going to cook some burgers. I'm probably just going to have some burgers.
No, you weren't a bad guy at all. You were just more like, he would skip a lot of stuff. Like, hey, bro, we're all doing this. And just try to be like, nah, I'm good. And it was cool. Like, we were all like, oh, that's cool that he's like, satisfied without all this stuff. And then, and then I think
it changed me, dude. I came back. I was like, I realized I was extra. Like, this was an introvert would have thrived on the trip that I was on. This was an extrovert's nightmare, my trip. To add insult to injury, the host family whose house I was at and spent most of the days, I slept in my own apartment, but they had a wooden couch because the lady wanted her son not to be lazy. Dude, it was a nightmare. It was a wooden couch with like little air pockets between, so like you'd sit on, you get like the red marks. You couldn't get caught. Like I'd sit on the couch, it'd like hurt me to sit on this fucking thing. So I just stand and like walk around.
Obviously
stretch.
The government there has a reputation for policing their citizens. Were you ever worried about jacking off?
Yeah, I was, but that added to it. I would go around. I went to every rooftop in that city in Guizhou. In Guiyang, the city of Guiyang in the Guizhou province.
Where is that?
It's like Southeast Asia, Central, South, like East Asia. And like I flew into Shanghai. It's maybe a 2-hour flight from there, if I recall.
Were you in was it a city?
It was a big city. Like it wasn't big like Beijing or Shanghai, like massive, or Hong Kong, like super cities, but it was like, there was like buildings that were like 50 stories high.
Really?
And I jacked off on them.
Wow.
All right, who's up?
I don't know anything about
Chad.
China. China's just a big mystery to me.
Dude, there was an alarm when there was factories there, and when it would rain, they would say go inside because there was like acid in the rain.
Oh, there's Wuhan.
I was playing soccer and all the kids were like, we got to go inside.
All right. JT, what's one belief you've changed your mind about in the past few years?
I mean, I definitely got COVID wrong. bigger belief. I think I don't think I really have.
You haven't changed any beliefs?
Maybe, I guess politically, I'm a little bit less confident in the government like helping out on the demand side of things. Like I do think when the government underwrites like college or housing or even like healthcare, it creates a system where people start overcharging because they know the government's paying for it. And so the cost goes up exponentially in all those different important sectors. And so I'm probably more of a supply side person than I thought I was.
Strider.
Do you disagree?
Dude, honestly, I was going to say, wait, what is the supply side and the demand side? This is from an idiot. Dude, I literally majored in econ in college, and I'm like, oh.
So would you say you're much more of a free market guy?
I try to be whatever's gonna work, whatever's like effective.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I can, I try not to be dogmatic either way. If I see information that says like this, like if I thought rent control worked, I would be totally for it. When I initially started running for city council, I was for rent control. And then just looking at the studies that were available, and you know, some people who are more in favor of rent control thinks those studies were a little biased or skewed, but it seemed like it was better to just open up zoning and let people build as much as they could. And so kind of let the free market push it. But I'm open. I mean, if you know, if I think the government could do it, I'm great. I'll go for it. But it's case by case. So yeah, I probably am more free market than I thought I would. Yeah.
And the free market is a difficult term because there's never been a free market. There's always regulations. It's just who are those regulations set up to aid?
Yeah.
Please don't ask me a question like that, dude.
Strider, what's your take on the economic impact? What's your perfect evening look like?
Oh, dude, this is lovely. This is a great question, dude. It could be a mood-based question. But if I'm looking inside myself and diving into a little bit of introspection here, I would say a perfect night currently for me is my Wednesday night. And what happens on a Wednesday night, I'm not usually working. I've done my stuff during the day. I've gotten a nice workout in. I do spin classes these days, so I've had a nice workout. And my dank wife finishes her sessions around 6, and we like to watch our shows together. So we fire up a little Summer I Turned Pretty, and then we fire up whatever HBO show or a whodunit show that we like, or maybe even Only Murders, which is a great fall show, whatever show we're watching, and I cook. We find a fun recipe. I've even eaten luteal phase ramen. Pretty dank. Made that, or a nice pasta dish, and we eat right there in front of the TV, and sometimes, you know, we'll have a nice conversation, and just really emotionally connecting with my partner is sort of an ideal evening for me these days. I like the quietness, the stillness of it, the relaxation. And you know who even gets stoked on it? The little dog. Once the dog, I swear, senses that we might, dare I say, bone, he knows we're going to bone before we bone. Like, you know how a dog can smell a heart attack? My dog can sense a little bone in my shorts.
That's sick.
And when he does, he's like wags his tail, starts looking around. And then now my wife, she'll know that, like, if she sees Sonny start stirring about or running to the bedroom because he doesn't want to get locked out, she'll know Daddy's rocking a hard on.
So the dog will kind of let it slip.
Yeah, the dog is the canary
Whoa.
in the coal mine of my Woody.
Whoa.
Yes.
So he cues you guys.
He cues. He's like, hey,
Time.
you guys are vibing. Let's go.
That's a good dog.
He's good. I didn't even train him on that.
Give him a treat. Bring over some dog for him to get some ass.
Bro, you better believe he gets a greenie after that, dude.
But I mean...
Oh, yeah, get him some pussy.
Yeah, because he's wingmanning you.
That's true. There's a few new dogs in our neighborhood that I know Sonny would like to just bone, dude.
Do you ever like scope another person out with their dog and just kind of smile like, I know Sonny's going to get that ass?
For sure, dude. Like, especially, dude, and Sonny likes them big, dude.
Oh.
Dude, if Sonny sees a fucking
Pogs,
Bernie's...
dude.
Oh, dude, Sonny loves pogs, dude.
Dude, literally paw.
Sonny loves a fucking pog Bernie's mountain dish. Dude, Sonny just loves a shy pog that he can just freaking drill, dude.
That's
So chill.
shit.
Dude, Lola will, when she can tell, she gets jealous. She'll get in the bed and spread out. She's like, not doing it on here.
Dude.
That is really what Sonny is, to be quite frank, that really is what Sonny's doing. He's going in there and being like, I'm not letting you guys not let me be a part of this. That's the thing. That's a big argument, dude, between me and my wife when we first adopting our dog. And I asked the rescuer, this guy, Dave, I was like, sick, is the breed friendly? Are they nice, good around people, like hypoallergenic? And is this thing a fucking cock block?
You ever you want to buy a gun?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Who's up?
I just asked 2 Qs.
Oh, I'm not.
Strides,
Let's
dude.
freaking dance, boys.
Dude, is it weird if you're looking for a gun to spring breaker it? You know?
To have a hot chick put it in your mouth?
Well, I think in this case, probably the gun store clerk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we just put this in my mouth real quick.
You just suck on the gun, you know? What is this, a Glock?
That's a really funny prank. You can see like the nut points. We should do that. Yeah. We're going to go in a gun store and see if this guy will let us suck it like a dick. Hey, let me see that real quick.
Let me see that.
Yeah.
The Desert Eagle best for sucking.
Oh, that's a big one, dude.
Yeah, it's a good
50 cal?
big one, or a 44 Magnum.
That's the BBC of handguns, bro.
All right, Chad. What do you think you do that has the most positive impact on others?
Suck off a 9mm.
Dude, that's BS, dude. You have a very positive impact on others.
No, dude, I suck the
even-
steel off a 9mm.
Get the hell out of here, dude.
Just fucking suck
Dude, are you
it.
deflecting?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, if you suck gun dick, you suck gun dick.
I suck gun dick, dude. I suck it.
All right.
Positive impact. What I do as a positive impact.
This is tough because you are a stand-up comic. You bring a lot of smiles to people's faces. A lot of the top brass at my hotel job loves you.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude, they do.
You
They
have
say
a
quick
very-
appreciation. You've
Quick
made my
appreciation.
job better because of your quick appreciation.
Dude, this will be inspiring for people. I think it's important you own this and really,
Because
say what you do.
he needs to bounce back from saying he was going to kill his dog earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to come
Most
back on
positive
that.
impact.
Also, it could be an instance. It doesn't have to be a big, broad thing.
Will
This
you
question.
let him do it?
Sorry.
I think maybe it's just being stoked on life.
Oh, you bitch. I can't believe you just bragged like that.
Oh, dude.
That is
Dude, you set me up, dude. I went,
dude.
dude,
Crazy.
dude, I went with sucking off the gun, dude.
Yeah.
I
If you
went,
would have taken that long and then said sucking off a fucking 38 special,
Oh,
dude,
fuck.
would have been great, dude.
fuck, I should have done that. I totally fell for that. Now I feel so fucking stupid.
No, that is
Jake,
the best
Jake,
thing.
edit this, Jake.
Dude, no, bro.
I think, honestly, shoving a 9mm at my ass.
That's what's up.
That's a great call, dude.
For sure.
And that affects others positively all
Yeah.
around the world.
Sucking off a Desert Eagle.
It's a beautiful answer. JT, if you could meet one person from history, who would it be and why?
Right now, it'd probably be David Foster Wallace, the writer.
What'd he write?
He wrote Infinite Jest, which I've never read, but I'm trying right now. But it's 1,000 pages and it's dense. Consider the Lobster, supposedly strange thing I'll never do again. Brief interviews with hideous. He's just a beast writer, super smart guy, and he seems like one of the smartest guys ever. So I would like to just hear him talk.
Is he alive right now? It seems like he's contemporary.
He killed himself.
Oh.
How'd he do it?
He hung himself. He was coming off his meds, and he had a med that worked really well for him, that got his life straight, and then he hopped off of it because it was making him a little sick. And then when they tried to put him back on it, it didn't work, and he was just super bummed out for a while.
Fuck. Beef Nips had a good call saying, Chad, you like to do a little perennium gunning.
Oh yeah,
That's a good call.
You know, his thing too is he was good about, his whole thing was about how we're addicted to TV, how people watch it for like 6 hours a day, and what like a passive addiction was. And I think it was like he was kind of ahead of the how technology was changing us.
He's so right. Dude, I came back from, had to go get fitted for like a suit thing today. Came back from that, had 3 hours before I had to be here. I swear, I think I looked at my phone for 2 hours. I was like, what did I even do?
It's crazy.
What did I even do?
Dude, do you ever not look at your phone for like 15 minutes and just fall asleep?
Dude.
Because it's like powering your entire adrenaline?
I think that's how I go to bed every night. I like looking at my bad fantasy lineup and then finally like I'm tired. Pass out.
Wait, who's asking cues right now?
I asked you and then now you're up. You're up.
That's my cue. How do you feel? 2 questions packed in. Who's going to finish wide receiver 1 and running back 1 in fantasy this season?
Damn. Okay, I think RB1 Bijan. He looks amazing, bro. The usage that he got the other night, and it's not just because I was going up against him. And you know when you're going against a guy and like every target feels like a million targets, you're like, no. But dude, Bijan looks good, man. And hearing Saquon talk about Bijan and the way he cuts is sick. I think the Falcons are low-key.
The cuts are nice, dude. They look so clean.
It is unbelievably different. Like I started paying attention to it after. So I think Bijan can finish RB1 here. I think wide receiver 1, it's not going to be Jamar Chase thanks to this Joe Burrow injury. So let's see. Dude, it could be JSN, bro. If this usage keeps up.
He's going to be number 1.
Dude, if this usage keeps up and if he gets in the end zone, have you seen the target share this guy gets? Every time they throw the ball, it's JSN.
But he's playing out of the slot too, right?
All right, Amon-Ra. I see Amon-Ra down there. I think it might be Amon-Ra.
What about Puka?
Love Puka.
You just think he's going to get hurt at some point?
Dude, his eyeball was already popped out of his head. It's like this
What?
guy. No, it wasn't. But he had a cut on his eye.
Oh,
he
really?
dude. 7 different people looked at him to have a concussion. Literally, it was like, dude, we're trying to prove that he has a concussion in that first game, but he didn't. He went back in. But I love Puka. He's so tough. He runs so hard. He's such an
so you're
athlete.
going Bijan and you're going JSN.
Yeah, they might.
And
I
then
could have kept JSN.
I like
I'm an
that.
idiot.
I like that. And then how do you feel being 0-2 right now?
Bad, really bad. I'm an idiot. Especially last year, I could have kept Lamar. We do an auction league. I could have kept Lamar at unbelievable value. Could have kept JSN. I kept Trey McBride. The guy cannot find the end zone. Kyler, I don't know, man.
Will the Bears ever bounce back?
No, I was watching.
I thought they'd be good this year. I'm shocked how crap they look. And obviously, Joe and Chudwin are hurt. And
This is selfish of me, but I love Chudwin's reaction videos to their losses so much that I kind of want them to keep losing because he's so mad.
you can tell it's like right when he leaves the bar, he's walking down the street and he's just ranting.
He's like, the game's not over yet, but it is over. It is over.
Dude, that week 1 loss was brutal by the Bears, man. Like JJ McCarthy has played like 1 good quarter of football, then got hurt.
He looked bad.
Dude, he looked bad, bro. I don't think JJ McCarthy is it.
I have
we need
Justin
more
Jefferson,
games.
and I'm like glad Wentz is in there. I don't like to see anybody get hurt except I do. But I don't know. It was tough watching JJ.
Dude, all these fucking quarterbacks are getting hurt. It's so annoying. I'm like, dude, like.
Yeah, Burrow at the toe.
Burrow, Jaden Daniels has a sprained knee.
Oh, he does?
JJ McCarthy went down. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence is just bad.
Justin Fields got hurt?
Yeah, Fields is banged up.
What happened to him?
Purdy's out with a toe. I don't know what happened to Fields.
Damn.
Oh, damn. All right, Chad, you're up with the next one. I'm asking you, in your experience, what are the top 3 amusement park rides in the world.
Ooh, amusement park ride. Ooh, okay. All right. In my experience, I'm gonna go number 3. Velocicoaster at Universal Studios Islands of Adventure.
Pull it up, Jake. Oh, that looks beastly.
Yeah, I mean, this
no shot.
This is modern technology, modern roller coaster technology with storytelling at its peak. Is the storytelling really there? Not really, but you have cool scenery. You know, you're going through the Raptors fucking thing, and it's smooth, but it's super fast. It has 2 launches, but it's so smooth. He doesn't jerk you around. It's just so buttery when you're on it. I was on this. I was like, this is unreal, and it has like a upside down part over the water. It like just like a tiny corkscrew. It's really cool. Yeah, it's just sick as hell.
These camera angles are really nice on the brain.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Isn't this cool?
This could be nice to crank to.
You watch these sometimes, right?
Not as much anymore.
When we were writing the Netflix show, you did this.
Yeah, I think getting married, getting engaged, maybe not watch as many roller coaster videos.
Why?
I don't know.
You're just like, men don't watch roller coaster videos?
Yeah, but it's been a huge turnoff to my fiance that I don't watch them.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is cool, dude. This is engineering. This is modern engineering. This is
the water.
Look at this.
Nice.
Look at this. Boom.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a pretty sick little turn.
I'm boking on that.
I had the same thought. I went to Six Flags. Okay, Chad, you're still answering the question. Then I'll tell a me story.
All right, so
me.
Velocicoaster.
You're a very generous guy.
You're
a good guy.
I think Tower of Terror, Disney World. I just love it. I love they use special effects I mean, it was the first drop ride. You know, all the other drop rides, you're on a tower, they just shoot you up or they drop you. This has a story to it. You know, it's
quick, but the buildup is powerful.
It's quick, but the Universal, but the Disney World one, you travel around. So, have you ever been in that one?
No.
So it like backs up. You go up to like the 4th floor or something, and it tells like the Twilight Zone story of like the people. But there's like cool special effects where the whole place appears. Then they turn to ghosts, and then you move through the hotel, and the whole thing locks into another drop ride system. So it's not like you're just in one drop ride thing. It literally like takes you up, detaches from the elevator system, moves around, attaches to another elevator system. You do the up and down thing, and then you exit.
That was a fire explanation.
Thanks.
Are you strapped
You've definitely
in?
watched the engineering background.
I have. Yeah, I love it. It's so cool.
You know what? I was hoping you'd get a roller coaster with a story on here.
Yeah. I mean, Tower. It's just the best.
And then what's number 1?
What's number 1? What is number 1? I think I gotta go with Space Mountain.
Yeah, dude.
Space Mountain, just like classic dark ride roller coaster. Again, you're going through space. I mean, there's nothing better than that. Good storytelling, you know, it's not too detailed, but you're going through space. It's fun every time. It does not get old. And the thing that's cool about it is you're not really going that fast, but it's dark. So it's literally, and you have this cool light effects, but when you if you look at the roller coaster, if you look at the track, it's really kind of a basic roller coaster, but because it's dark and they do such a good job with the turns, it makes it feel like you're going way faster than you are. It just feels like way more of a thrill ride. And so I think it's just a masterpiece.
Would you say Disney is the best at story building and atmosphere.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
The line is even cool at Space Mountain.
The line's cool. Yeah. That's the thing about Disneyland too, is like they'll make in a lot of the rides, they'll make the line like there's just so much attention to detail where you're like,
it's amazing. And dude, you get so excited the closer you get when you hear like,
yeah.
And then they have like the little character detail be like, port loading, cart 7. Like it's like
yeah. It's so awesome. When you're a kid, it's so awesome.
the best, dude.
Yeah, I feel very lucky.
This one's my favorite. It's the Rock and Roller Coaster. It's the Aerosmith one.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's such a good, yeah.
It's the fastest. Well, I don't know if it is anymore, but at the time when I rode it, it was the fastest acceleration from 0 to whatever the top speed was. I think it was like 150. And they just have Aerosmith like the catalog music playing as you're like getting loaded in. Like it's just like a huge buildup, and then all of a sudden you just like 150 miles an hour.
Where's that one at?
Florida. I think it's.
And what's cool about that one is it was like the first upside down roller coaster they had, and the launch is awesome.
You been on this one?
Oh yeah.
Space Mountain used to play music. I remember at one point they had like Red Hot Chili Peppers playing at Space Mountain. I feel like.
Yeah, I should clarify the Disneyland Space Mountain. The Disney World one kind of is old.
Oh. Interesting. All right, who's up? Chad, I think you're up.
All right. Dude, good cue. That got me fired up. Strider.
What up?
What's a skill you've always wanted to learn but haven't?
Guitar. I was thinking about this today. I was actually listening on the way over here at nauseam on repeat. I ended with Post Malone, Sunflower, but I was listening to just the instrumental from and you guys know it, dude. It's so sick. It's the one from Pulp Fiction. It's what's his name, dude? Fuck, why am I blanking on it? I literally listened to it like 10 times. He has a weird name. It's like Stick Ray or something like that. Let me see here. Link Ray. Yeah, Link Ray. Rumble, dude. Listen to this, dude. This was the only song that was banned from the radio, dude, because they were like, you know, they're like, oh, this machine kills fascists, like Woody Guthrie put that on his thing.
Yeah.
Literally, like the establishment in the 60s was like, this song gets people too stoked. So I'm like, I would just love to be able to play guitar. You could hook up with chicks by playing, you know.
Oh yeah.
Bro, just.
They thought this got chicks too horny.
Don't you want a bone? This is what's playing in Sonny's head when he knows I have a Woody. It's just the coolest.
That's sick.
It's just a riff. Then he freaking rips on it. Yeah, bro.
You could do this. This one is still, you know,
I
up
probably,
for grabs.
Yeah, probably should do. We do have a guitar in our apartment and it just sits there as decor. Actually, my dank wife can play. She can play piano and guitar a little bit. She's good
You
at
got a
piano.
guitar at the place already?
Yeah, it's sitting there. It's the worst part about it, dude.
Do you really?
Yeah, it was an acoustic guitar just chilling. Wow. It's not like anything special. It's like a kind of a chill guitar, but sits in a rack in my dank wife's office. Nice area decor, instruments as decor.
What if we throw down the gauntlet right now? What if in 2 months' time you have to play a song on the pod?
What if I try to learn how to play that? There's no way.
I was going to say that one, but I don't know if that's like...
There's a part where it's like impossible, where he's like...
Can you imagine if you played that for your wife, though?
It'd be the sickest thing in the world.
2 months' time, can you play on the pod?
Maybe Kevin will bring his guitar and I'll bring some... I'll pick a song, I'll surprise you guys. It won't be skilled, but I'll have to do it. I'll probably have to use tabs.
That's okay, yeah.
I love guitar, dude. It's sick.
Right.
I mean, dude, being up there going like, how sick is that?
They're so... I can never... My wrists are bad. I can't do it. Like, I can only strum like that.
I think my hands might be too small.
I do have small hands, too. It's tough to hit some of those, like, big chords.
Yeah.
People are saying you could learn that song.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Who's up?
Oh, JT's cue?
I think... oh, yeah, you haven't had it yet.
All right. JT, what's your perfect evening look like?
Dance floor. Just a a perfect dance floor. Music, 90s hip hop, you know, like kind of genuine type vibes, you know, early 2000s hip hop, maybe a little like D'Angelo, but dance it up a little bit, Music Soul Child. Just everybody open to hitting hips. It's like dark, but you can see everybody's faces clearly. Not too much smoke. There's a nice patio area where you can hear everybody clearly and the vape is flowing freely. Bar. Lines are short. Drinks are cheap. They got a stock full of Gatorade.
Oh, that sounds good right now.
Just so you can keep freaking.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Cool name for a bar would be Garage Fridge, where instead at every table, like we're bottle service, instead of bottle service, all it is just a place you can kind of sit, and you have a fridge stocked with just the best Gatorades and snacks in it, and then you go to the dance floor.
Yeah, what if a dance club had like M&Ms and all that just for grabs?
Dude, when you're okay,
Indoor chocolates.
that would be the best call in the world. Dude, you as a father, fathers have garages. That's sort of the man's space of the house. A lot of dudes make home gyms. A lot of dudes make tool sheds of their garage. I think you could have a good dance floor garage.
That suits me more.
You open the garage, there's some lights in there, stocked
dude,
fridge, fierce melon Gatorade.
You flip a switch, things flip over. Dare I say even the floor flips over. Dance floor.
Like Mystery Man.
And the disco ball comes down. The bar pops up. You already have a barkeep there.
And you have a man that just lives in there. He
Let him
just
out.
lives in the garage.
Say, oh, let's go bother Dad. No, not right now. He's dancing.
Yeah, you're just in there by yourself.
Yeah, just me solo, just cutting it up.
Yeah, Dad's having him time right now.
Dude, you know what's funny is my ex's dad used to just, he had his own speakers in the garage. He's like, check these out. These are my speakers. And he would just sit in the garage and play rock and have like Bud Lights.
Dude, I kind of get it, dude. Like,
Yeah,
it's kind of amazing. Like,
It's
I just
right
like
around
to,
the corner.
this is how I treat myself.
Yeah.
Just have a good rockin' time.
But
Maybe
the
fix
rough
something.
part's when you show it to people.
That's the thing. That's where the self-awareness has to come in. Like, it should really only ever just be for you. Like,
Yeah.
I would
People
love,
should catch you doing it.
yes, they should witness you and then laugh. Teenagers should ride by and go, what an idiot. And then it should just be me with a William Wallace sword
Yeah.
in my garage, just practicing and just practicing moves to that guitar
What
riff.
is that more vulnerable than LARPing? Is practicing solo in the garage more vulnerable than going to the park on a Sunday with like 12 other adults?
I don't think it's more vulnerable, but I think it's more pure. I think it's more pure and has integrity because it's just for you. But I do think if you LARP in public,
People practice.
it shouldn't be a crime if a teenager throws a football at you and doesn't say heads up.
The park where I bring my kids, they practice. They sword fight. And there's a teacher, and he's teaching these people how to sword fight.
Really?
He's like, you step forward, and then you come through with a right-handed strike.
Do you know what's insane
And
to
there's
think
like
about?
12 people. Like,
Do you think they're paying him, or do you think it's all just stoke?
it looks like a class.
That's insane if he's collecting fees. You imagine writing an invoice? LARP practice.
Lightsaber practice.
Is there a write-off on that? Yeah,
Dude, there's-
lightsaber practice, is that a
There's
tax
people who
write-off?
do like, I think there's lightsaber schools.
Dude, we should go where ATC is their studio. There's an acting, like, it's called LA Swordplay, and it's like swordplay for film and camera.
Really?
Yeah, film and television or whatever. I would like to go there.
Do you
and
think
know.
that guy's sleeping with his students?
There's no question. I haven't seen any actual swords. I think it's just his hog.
He's like,
There's no weaponry in there.
I was thinking after class I could maybe put the sword in the sheath.
He's so horny. Chick comes in, he just tackles her.
He has all those blue pads around his place. So these are for when I get horny.
You walk in, he's just, yeah, can I help you?
Do you, when you're picking on people, do you feel worse picking on like LARPers, or do you feel worse when you're like hating on someone who's cool? Like, would you rather pick on an easy target like a LARPer, or would you rather pick on someone who's crushing it, but then you risk being a hater?
The latter. I would rather pick on the person who's cool, but I might also get dominated doing that.
Yeah, I mean, lately at parties, I've been, people all kind of, just to make myself known, I'll just be like, yeah, Eminem's a bitch.
Oh.
I'll just start shitting on Eminem.
Yeah.
That's a good intro.
Yeah. It just sparks up conversation. And I've gotten my ass beat.
Yeah. JT,
Yo.
what do you think's good about the world?
Bro. What do I think's good about the world? I think that no matter how bad things are, human beings have such... And I would love if you guys made fun of me more, but... Because I'm going to sound lame here, so feel free to... I know that's not really your guys' things, but always feel free to shoot me in the face.
No, please, finish, pussy.
That's something I need. I think no matter how bad things are, people's desire to feel joy and their ability to feel joy always like makes me cry.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just see people, no matter what, they'll find a way to have a laugh. I think that's sick.
Gay.
I think that...
I think you got to go here.
I think in the night sky, the brightest star shines in the darkest of night skies.
I think you guys got to go harder. I'm not buying it yet.
Yeah, I think your love language, ever people have love language? Mm-hmm. I think yours is ribbon. But
more
hardcore.
so lately. More so
but
lately.
Hardcore.
Only because I think we've moved... It used to be kindness, but then I think we moved too far in the kindness direction. I think now it's time to come back to ribbing a little bit.
I think you've coined a phrase. You've coined like a phrase that could be like a Wall Street Journal article or whatever those like publications are and thing where it's like an Atlantic or something like that.
Yeah.
You've coined a phrase about like being fake nice.
Or when someone's always nice, so you have no choice but to also be nice. So they're kind of prohibiting you from being your full self, though, because they're so nice. I call it an enforced reciprocal kindness. Mm. And I think it's a complete manipulation. And I think it's dehumanizing.
I think that you could write a college thesis on that and you would get a very good grade.
And my other one is when your boy is going like, dude, why are you mad? I'm always in a good mood. I'm happy. Like when that's how he wins arguments is by being like, oh, dude, I'm having a great day. I don't know why you want to fight with it. Defensive positivity.
Mm.
I hate defensive positivity. I also hate in debates where like, of course, having decorum and maintaining your cool is good and you have to be like coherent. But I think if you get emotional, I don't mind that. I hate that in society. Like if you're emotional or fired up or pissed off, like if you're debating, you should be like, no, bitch, it's because this. And you said that like, I would like that animation.
I agree. I think sometimes it's right for the moment. People are like, dude, why are you mad? It's like, well, this is something that should upset me. And they're trying to box you in and that's how they get you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I'm all for.
I love that. But in that debate, if you're dishing, you got to take it too. You got to, once it's your time, shut up. And
I do like, I do miss getting ribbed a little. And I think I need it because I talk so much. I need people to be like, hey, shut up. You've gone on for a while. That sort of thing.
It's big. We need to get Big Brother, dude.
Yeah,
we should start a Big Brother service.
The internet does it to me. Comments do it to me. So I want you guys to do it first, so I don't have to read the comments.
I try.
Dude, you want us to check you?
I try. I could try. I'm just. I'm not very good at roasting.
It's not you're good at it when you do it, but it's not your inclination.
Yeah, we were judging a roast. Yeah, like,
dude.
Yeah, it's fucking nice jokes, Ginger.
Dude, do you remember at that Houston Comedy Festival when
dude,
and I did that room and then somehow the guy chose this like person who was like not like fully and it was like where he has water in his mouth and I'm like, dude, I cannot.
They made Strider roast a guy and make him laugh so that he spits out his water. And Yeah, and Strider had to be mean to like a stranger, and I was dying laughing watching Strider like. I think the meanest thing he said was "nice haircut."
Yeah, exactly. He's like, "Who gave you that friggin' haircut? It
No, you
looks
said
amazing."
You went. That's a really nice haircut.
Yeah.
I was like, it was really funny.
That was the closest I came. That was brutal, dude. You were so funny, dude. Watching me struggle up there, your face.
I was pretty happy. I had some Schadenfreude.
I remember. Yeah, I got to go do a show where I roast someone.
They put me in 2 different shows like that. Then I did another show where I lost in the first round, thank God, where it was a roast battle, but I do like the way they did it. It was called You Look Like. So all your roasts had to have that format. You look like a guy who like whatever in that. That's like the dude that I was roasting was a super cool guy. Like we actually like were boys and it was fun. And I think my best joke was he was kind of like he kind of looked like a Friar Tuck type guy. I was like, you look like you say here, he.
That's really funny.
Yeah. That's good. That was like probably the best joke I had.
Do you roast yourself in your head?
Yeah, what is your internal monologue like?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
I call myself a bitch and a pussy a lot. I'm serious.
I know you
My
do.
wife catches me.
So I'm saying you should. I think actually you should call someone else a bitch and a pussy.
I'd get beat up. No. Actually, I got to get more jacked. Learn to play guitar.
That's like,
Get in fights. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go to Trader Joe's.
Not to like a volatile looking construction work. I mean,
that'll
like,
be 42-33. Thank you, you bitch, you pussy.
I'm into like someone we went to high school with or something.
I've been saying it more in our fantasy thread. Sorry. I want to hear what you say.
I am very curious what your inner monologue is.
My inner monologue? What's my inner monologue? If I'm being honest, I'm mostly just trying to prepare for the future, I think. Just solve problems.
You're thinking about work stuff.
I'm thinking about solutions, problems and solutions, I think.
Yeah, because you're not like a super talkative guy off mic.
No. I'm not. Aside from this podcast, the idea of doing a podcast, I'm like, what am I gonna?
Here's a question for you.
Sounds
when
awful.
you're on your distance run, a lot of times you get in the zone or you think. Are you aware that you're thinking? Sometimes I'm aware I'm thinking where if a body part's activated of mine, like if I'm just doing 2 miles, I'll be like, I'll swear at my knee. I'll be like, fucking knee. And I'll like personify bitch ass. And I'll literally do that.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it takes me out of it and helps me get through it. Do you do stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so. I'm usually kind of like, I'll like be like, okay, now I can think about, it sounds so robotic, but a lot of times I'll be like trying to, I'll either be like excited about life or I'll be like frustrated or like pissed off running. But then I run enough and usually endorphins start flowing, then I'm excited again. But I think if I'm like on a walk with my dog, I'm either admiring my dog or I'm thinking like, okay, I've got this amount of time. I'm going to think about some quick appreciate ideas. Now I can think about, oh, here's an idea for things to do for like upcoming videos or something. Here's people we can add. That's kind of like how my mind works.
You almost like pick a tunnel for your brain to walk through.
Yeah, I guess it's, if I really think about it, that's kind of how, like, I'll kind of be like, it's kind of like the to-do list of what to do. And then I'll be staring at my phone. I'll be like, stop looking at your phone, you fucking idiot. That's, and I'll be like, oh man, you really need to stop looking at my phone so much. I have a headache.
Yeah, I get those.
My eyes start to hurt.
Yeah, I think about ass a lot. You know, my fiance's ass. I think about ass a lot. I think about just tits and ass.
But when you do, does it sneak up on you, or do you sit there and you go, I'm gonna think about ass and tits for the next hour?
It's maybe a little bit more compulsive, where it's like I'm gonna think about ass for a second, and I'll just picture a nice ass just spread open. And I'm just getting in there. Yeah.
That's so nice. I feel like that I'm not a guy who enjoys smoking weed or getting high, but I feel like the pleasure of getting kind of stoned is that enjoyment of your own mind. And like as a comedy, you're a very funny, like creative guy. So it is a fun mind to be in. I'm not saying
Right.
go smoke weed and get shacked and like enjoy it more, but like that stoke after a run, or like when your thoughts are feeling dialed, or like clarity of mind, it's very nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
And
nice.
it takes a little.
I think I'd like to get there. That's something I do think about I have been thinking about lately, is just relaxing. Cause I guess lately, I think with like the pressures of like getting married and stuff, I'm like, I need to like set myself up financially for this. And so that's why it's mostly just stress. Where I'm like, if I fail at setting myself up financially, then I'm fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think about.
Yeah, but it's good. A lot of your thinking is functional.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's gotten more that way with the pressures of adult life, like responsibilities.
Skin in the game.
I think that's
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
I think you're probably healthier now than you've ever been.
Yeah, probably. Because
Mentally.
I would think about like health stuff too much, or I don't know.
When we were probably super young, and you've always been really career driven. Maybe it's just that we have more stuff going now, so there is stuff you can pour your energy into.
Yeah, no, I kind of like that, where it's like I like the to-do list of things. It's like, oh, we can send this email. I can think of these ideas, or like having things to do. Like today, just doing things consistently makes me feel good.
And you have it set up where because I think probably the frustrating times for you when we didn't have things that we could pour ourselves into in the
Right.
day, and so you'd kind of be like looking for that thing.
Yeah, it'd be like if we were like developing like a show idea, and it's like we have like the thing written down, and I do want to get to a place in my life where I can just kind of sit still, but I'm not there yet.
You are who you are. It's all right.
But like getting to a place where being able to it's like when we would be like developing a show idea, it's like, well, let's go pitch it now, but everything takes longer than you think it will, so
Yeah.
it'd be like a year later. So I like doing stuff more so than just wait. It's tough to like, I'm working on patience and stuff like that. Yeah.
I got a question like about inner monologue. How often do you guys like rehearse a conversation with somebody? Like say you're like tomorrow, you're like, I'm going to have a meeting with this guy. Like the night before, you like, oh shit, it could go this way. It could go right. It could go left. It could go this way. If he says this is how I'm going to respond. Or like, I don't know. I'm a very anxious person. So obviously I like overthink everything, but yeah, I don't know. I find myself always like rehearsing something and then it goes completely fucking different than what I ever even like thought the conversation was.
Oh, totally. Dude, I've caught myself like shoehorning in a phrase that I'll be in bed and be like, tomorrow I'll have this meeting or dinner. Even if it's just like casual or whatever, I'm like, this could lead to something, and I'll like really get ahead of myself and I'll have to remind myself just to chill. But literally I'll be like, the conversation's flowing, and then like if there's a down moment, I'll be like, I said this in my sleep when I was going to bed last night, and then I say it, and sometimes it lands and sometimes I'm like, why would I even say that?
Yeah.
It's hard. I do that probably. I don't do that with conversations in real life, but I do that with stuff I'll say on camera. And then when you listen back to it, like, it's just a little bit.
Yeah.
Too like rehearsed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like the preamble. Also, how many times have I run back a conversation that I said, especially when I was single or like talking to a chick or a joke I said or whatever. Dude, I remember like brushing my teeth and looking in the mirror and just being like, oh,
Yeah.
just literally. You, and looking like out of body experience, like, you idiot.
It's still stuff I was going like, you pussy idiot. You don't deserve to be alive.
Exactly.
Like, you make a mistake like that, why don't you just move? It's tough.
Or if you get a good joke, went pretty nice.
Hey, you have nice ones.
Pretty
too.
good. I landed that one nice. And
You ever like stumble upon like old photos of yourself and you're like, oh Jesus.
bro.
Yeah.
JT, speaking of Big Brothering, called me out one time so hard when I needed to get called out so bad. Showed up one time to a rooftop party in San Diego, like chilling down in Mission Beach, and like I did like a faux hawk haircut. And I always did this thing where I was like, dude, I'm joking though about it.
Yeah.
Which is the worst way to be, of like, dude, but like, I know I did it, so it's like ironic, but it's like, no, you still have like that haircut. And I remember JT, you being like, so when are you getting a haircut? I was like, yeah, dude, I gotta get a haircut. It's like one of the thing where it's like just a guy coming up, like if you were wearing this hat, which I like your hat, but if you were to come in, it's a hat you have more, dude, nice hat. I'm kidding. Like, what is that? Like, that's the worst, dude.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, just own it.
Hilarious. Like you should just be like, I don't like the hat.
I like that.
It's kind of like
that would be really refreshing if someone just walked in and the first thing they said, they go, I don't like your shoes, and then they sat down. I would kind of like
Baldwin character would do that. Bobby Lee kind of does that. Bobby Lee does that really well.
I love talking to Bobby because it's like, anything goes, because he's going at you so hard, you can go at him, and it's like and he's nice. He'll let you go at him, which is super generous of him.
He gave you a shout out on one of the latest, like 2 episodes ago.
Really?
Yeah, he said JT was a guy that knows a little bit about everything.
Oh, really?
Dude, that's high praise and true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
He was talking with Josh Peck, and he was like, do you know JT Parr? And Josh Peck was like, no. And then he's like, he's one of the smartest guys I know. He knows a little bit about everything.
That's
really?
cool.
Oh, that means so much to me. Thank you.
Yeah, I went and sought it out because someone in the comments section was like, he was talking shit, but he was like doing the total opposite. He was giving you high praise about like knowing shit. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Let's go. Bobby's a beast. Dude, when he was chilling in the green room with us at Bros Before Joe's, dude, he's the man.
He's awesome.
All right, who's up?
I think I
don't think I only have one more. I think we've each done 4.
Yeah, I have one more as well.
Is it me? Am I up?
Yeah, I think it might be. We were just really interested in how Chad's mind works. I love that, dude. The whole point of this is to find out more about each other, and I do find out more about you guys every time.
I was like, what is going on in my head? I don't know.
Well, it's a really hard question.
Yeah.
How do you think? And then also, like, how do you define yourself?
Yeah, because I know you're hard on yourself too, but I don't feel like you're like a guy who's like, you stupid bitch, like da da da.
No, I wouldn't say yeah.
Okay, Chad.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to about being married?
Ooh, nice.
Most looking forward to about being married. Dude, I mean, I love those kind of what you're talking about with like watching your shows, those wholesome moments.
Yeah.
I think it'd be sick to like, have like an outdoor TV.
Oh.
And we're just like, she's having some wine, I'm having a Shirley Temple, keeping it. And we just had dinner, and we have the dog there. It's just those cozy moments. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, dude.
And then you just fuck.
Yes, dude.
Do you thank God you said that? Because I was literally, dude.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah. Just all the fucking I'm headed towards.
That's sick.
So nice.
Did you say some stuff before that?
No, dude. What I'm most excited about is just fucking, dude. Just.
What's the quote that you have from Baldwin about being married?
You know what? I'm actually going to pick on you now for the reverse. Dude, why would you say fucking? It was really nice what you said before that.
Just never give him an inch.
Yeah. That was the emotional stuff really resonated.
But bro, I mean, I'm that's the dichotomy of me.
You don't got to make it about fucking.
I'm
cozy.
cozy.
It was really nice what you said.
What am I supposed to lie and say I don't fuck?
All right.
I'm supposed to lie and say I don't fuck? Jake, you hear this? Hey, Jake!
That's training day.
Yeah.
Jake.
What was I gonna say? Fuck.
Oh, the Baldwin thing? The about being...
He's like, so hey, you're getting married? Yeah, she's a doctor. That's outstanding.
Or it's like, it lets people know cock works. Halfway decent to be around.
Yeah.
It's true though.
Dude,
like
it's
when
true.
I first saw that movie, I thought that was all ridiculous, but it is really kind of the base assumptions people make.
Dude, I'm serious. We're in the ring at work and stuff. Dudes are like, oh, you're grown up. Even like the younger people, like Valley's are like, oh, you're an adult. Like, you literally have another person that isn't in your life, and you're not fully accountable, but you have to hold yourself to a certain level.
And that your cock must work.
Your cock must work.
I love his swing too. It's such like a hack swing. He just goes, and then he just has his butt heavy.
It's so funny, dude.
Those moments too. We finished Love Life, the TV show. I love that show. Me and my lady finished it last night and was like, yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah, is it? I mean, just those nights in where you're just like, you know what, dude? Oh, yeah, actually, we saw Conjuring last night. Dude, seeing a horror movie it was packed. It was so fun.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, because I'm pretty vocal, like the ghost comes out. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then Candy was sitting next to like this guy, this gay dude, and he'd be like the lady would like walk up into the attic, you know, and he'd be like, "Bitch, what are you doing?" It was so fun.
It's amazing.
Like yeah, just being watching a horror movie with a bunch of people, it's a blast. Dude.
That is tops. Strider, last question for you. Where are you at spiritually?
Dude, amazing. Dude, we might even be on the same wavelengths because my question for you has something just slightly to do with this. You know, spiritually, I would say, like, I haven't gone to church and I go on Christmas and Easter.
But you were very Catholic growing up.
Yeah, I used to go with our buddy Bob. We used to see Kobe at church. Big reason I went.
And I asked you
see God
sometimes
at
about
church.
like certain behaviors. I was like, why don't you do this? And you're like, it's
Yeah.
not part of my Catholic faith.
I would not crank hog when I was younger on Christmas. I'd feel guilty.
Really?
Yeah, I'd feel guilt. My parents sent me to summer camp one time and it turned out to be a Christian camp.
You didn't know?
No. I looked at my thing. I literally remember like, there's a Bible in my bag. Like after I packed my bag, I'm like, why is this in here? I was like, well, maybe my mom just, I've never been to camp before. I guess that's what my mom does. She gives me a Bible when I travel. Okay, I guess. Go to camp. They're like, take out your Bibles. Like, holy shit, this is why I have one.
Our parents were so different too, because like your parents were very much like, you know, idle kids. It's like you need to give them something to do. You got to give them like a job, a task, which I think is actually more how I'll parent. And my parents were just like, man, just do whatever you want to do. They were like super, just like, that sounds sick. Yeah, have a good time. Call us at some point. But yeah, like your parents, like one summer, your parents just signed you up to be like a congressional page, and it was always good stuff, like very, like building a good person. But like one summer, you're just in DC the whole time working for Congress people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry. So your spirituality though?
It was, I did. Yeah, I had like, I guess when I had more, you kind of what you're talking to of like, I had like a more regimented schedule or like a foundation. Kind of, I've had some stuff where like, even working in entertainment and stuff, and so many things are in flux and you try so many things. I would say I'm very, mostly like, the faith that I have mostly is in like the people I like, my wife, like when Chad's getting married, that's a good foundation. You guys, working with you guys, is great. So like just having that. And then there are some days when I'll extrapolate that and I'll be like, oh man, maybe that is like God.
So if you were in like addiction and they were like, hey, you have to pick a higher power, yours would be community.
Yeah, I think community and like, yeah, that's probably right. I think community. I think I am a very extrovert. I think when like, due to like my wife's been out of town house sitting and dog sitting, I could have been like, I've been cranking hog a lot lately, but like, dude, I just miss like that. Like, I don't know if I'd be a good living on my own guy. But then when I am like having people around all the time, I'm like, damn, dude, I just need a day on my own. Like, it's nice for a day or two. Yeah. Then you want to get back. But
Greg Warner said that about me. He's like, you don't want to be around people, but you always want to be around people. And he was like, that's your tension.
Yeah.
And I really, yeah, I feel, I'm to say I feel the same way you do about it.
And if I did go to church, I think the most stoked thing I would get out of it would be a sense of community. Like, I do think that is true. Like, and like, it's kind of what it is with stand-up comedy to a degree. Granted, it can be so fucking toxic and bad and like competitive and like we're all in this together, but at the same time, it's also like, I need to beat this person. But like, there is a sentiment of like, hey, we're all fucking coming up and like your peers. So yeah, I would say my spirituality lies in my fellow man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can feel that from you.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's cool.
That requires an optimism around people too, which is somewhat rare.
Yeah. I have to say, I forget who had a quote, but it was like, at the end of the life, if you like people, you lived a successful life. Because so many people go the other way of like, and I have to admit, like I have gotten less optimistic, or my faith has dwindled a little bit, but not totally. It just depends what mood I'm in. If I've fucking eaten breakfast.
Do you still believe in God?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I don't know if I'm like, it probably. Torn though. You know what I mean? Like I'm not one of these guys who can be like, I'd never be like, that's God. And admittedly so, sometimes I find myself like kind of, when someone's so certain, I'll like kind of laugh. I'll be like, You can't be certain.
We had a text thread incident around that recently.
Yeah, like you can't be certain. But I do admire that amount of faith, and I think anybody who believes in God would probably say it's normal and healthy to have it ebbs and flows, right?
Yeah.
Something tragic happened. I do find myself in moments of great fear, or if there's a big life event, I do always go calling on a higher power.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in science, like the Big Bang Theory?
I've been reading my boy Bill Bryson on the Big Bang Theory. I do think it's a great framework for it, but even he says in it, he's like, you get these questions of existence, like when he explains like the universe before it's a universe, he's like, it's not like something sitting in a void of nothing. He's like, we literally can't wrap our head around that. And he does such a good job of writing, like
he's good.
He like takes Carl Sagan and then breaks, and then he understands it, and then he makes it understandable for like a schlep like me, and even then I mess it up. But I love that stuff. Like I do believe in science. Like I'm not a literalist, you know what I mean? Like I think the Bible, and this is just me, are like stories written by men to like explain morality and like stuff like that. But dude, I've got a buddy who literally like, I love this guy's the best dude in the world. Very hardcore Christian. Love him. Like good, great, good for him. And dude, he's talking about heaven, and heaven is eternal bliss. Like your mind can't comprehend it. And he's talking to me and he goes, dude, Strider, dude, when you get to heaven, dude, like you get to be friends with lions. It's like, think about how sick that is. He's like, he's like, dude, every lion that's ever lived will be there. And then you're going to be boys with those lions. He basically wants to be that DJ who plays with lions, dude.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's heaven, bro. And I'm like, that's actually very sick. Like, I would like that.
That's the thing, is like, I just never thought about it that way, but that is sick. And I think within the realm of possibility.
For sure. Like that for sure is in heaven, and stuff we can't even comprehend. Dapping it up with a fucking lion, dude.
One more question. If you could be reincarnated and come back as anything, I mean, object, animal, person, what would it be? All three of you.
Reincarnated as anything?
Yeah, you could come back to this world as anything.
A wild horse.
Oh, that's a good answer. This guy put anal beads in the thread. Very genius,
He'd
dude.
be funny, dude. That guy's funny.
That guy's great.
Get this guy on the mic.
That's Leroy, our boy.
Leroy, dude, just bringing the heat right there.
Like,
He's a
this is
good
what I
guy.
really think.
What would it be?
Rodney Dangerfield's got a great line in Caddyshack 2. Maybe, yeah, Caddyshack 2. If I wanted to be he's like, be the golf ball. If I wanted to be a piece of sporting equipment, I'd be a women's bicycle seat. Hey.
Yeah.
That's Caddyshack 1. Sorry, he's not in 2.
I'd be the Statue of Liberty.
Oh.
Dude,
That'd be
just
sick.
posting up.
And just bringing people in, welcome.
Yeah.
What up? Dude, yeah, because you love saying what up. And who's better at saying what up than the Statue of Liberty,
And he wanted
dude?
to get a statue for Paul Walker. It's kind of in line.
Dude, just standing there like this.
That's huge.
Is that sick?
That is sick.
Dude, my wife's brain, so I can finally understand what's going on in there.
Oh, dude.
Hey.
Dude, by the way, what do you guys think? Kimmel got basically canceled
I
today.
know.
Yeah, bro.
Isn't that wild?
It's crazy.
It is.
Free speech, dude. Speech.
Crazy times.
I haven't read enough details about it to like fully comment
Yeah, I
on
just
it.
saw the headline.
You know what's funny though is like his bosses are Dana Walden and Bob Iger, who in the past have felt the opposite way about a lot of these issues. I think that's one thing that's probably always been clear, but at least to me in the initial reading of it was that, like Bob Iger's book, a lot of it was about how strongly he felt about like identity politics and like liberal ideas and now it feels like because the power structure isn't behind that, he's kind of moved to whatever's going to allow him to still make money.
You got to change your tune to get the deal done. And whatever administration, whatever they're touting, you kind of have to go along with it to get the almighty dollar. Sick.
Yeah. You know what's immune to that?
Hmm.
Statue.
Lady Liberty will never be... And dude, Lady Liberty was a gift from France, and that's your favorite cuisine, is French food.
I think I would like publicly chastise him and then just let his contract run out. But to
Right.
pull him off the air
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
is just going to create so much more attention
wild.
and like back and forth energy that it seemed a little
So abrupt.
Couldn't you just basically say like a writer like wrote this joke and I just repeated what I saw on the card? I mean, you still look like an asshole, but like
No, he couldn't really do that.
You
Just
have to take
'cause
some accountability?
He's the dude. It's his
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Like those guys that are doing the monologue, like no, he would that would discredit any joke he's ever
kinda
made.
has to take
Yeah, and it is his it is his call to have what goes out there. I mean, I watched what he said. Like, you know, it was just perspective, and he like ran the clip about Trump talking about his like new ballroom that he's building. He's like, and the whole point of his thing was like saying that using the incident with Charlie to push forward like political talking points in favor of like the right. And so
so he didn't even go after Charlie.
no, and the clip that I saw, no, it's more about the admin's reaction to it and how they're using it in like for their own gain. And then the punchline that Kimmel landed on like was like something like a landed more like seemingly harsh than funny, but wasn't like anything. Like it's funny, like what he's saying is being said at an open mic like all over the country right now, like in rooms everywhere.
Yeah. I got dinner waiting for me.
Who's got stuff left?
I have 2 left.
Oh, Chad's got 2 and then Strider's got 2.
Yeah, or 1 for each of you. That's it.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask cues?
Sure. Chad, if you were transported back to the year 1900 with the knowledge that you have today, what would you do?
If I could say it again?
If you were transported back in time to the year 1900 with the knowledge you have today, what would you do?
I mean, dude, it's the Nate Bargatze joke. I don't think I'd be able to do anything.
Oh, is he talking about that?
Yeah,
that is true. Like
I'd show up. I'd be like, dude, you won't even believe it. Kimmel got canceled.
Yeah, like I know how I could I can build a car.
Yeah. I would just be like, I'd be like, I'd go to like Franz Ferdinand. I'd be like, dude, do not be here at this time. You're gonna kick off a war.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Then classic, kill baby Hitler. Just fucking throw him off a bridge.
All you would do is you'd have to like work a grunt job and buy land somewhere that you knew was dead.
Yeah, dude, I'd go to like
That's all you
Texas
would do.
and buy some oil.
You would like know where that is. Like that's what you'd have to think on. You know kind of where the oil is. You'd know kind of what those good plots of land are.
What's crazy, if you killed Hitler, everyone would think you were a bad guy for the rest of history. And you'd be remembered as this monster that killed a baby. And you would never get any credit for being a good dude.
That's true.
You could kill him in his painting period. That's a stupid painting.
It's stupid, bitch.
Dude, I think you should go back to 1900 just bone without a rubber because STDs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude. No HIV.
Yeah, dude.
Probably no herpes, dude.
Dude, yeah, I'd just start boning.
That's a great call.
Yeah.
Smart.
Just a clap, you can like burn that off with
dude, I would just bone.
some hot liquid.
That's what I was hoping you'd say, dude. JT, mine was a multi-parter. Wait, go. You got more?
No, that's my answer. I'd bone.
Thank you, dude. That's what I was hoping you'd say. You could bring them new positions they don't even know about. Oh, let's guess the conversation's been around for a while. JT, if you could change one thing about yourself, mental, physical, and spiritual, what would it be?
Dude, physical, I'd want my eyebrow arch to go back to where it was when I was younger and had more collagen in the upper part of my head. Just looked way sexier.
Love that.
And I've plugged in old photos versus new photos on Rate My Attractiveness, and I've lost about a point. So
fuck, you can actually scale it.
I mean, if you really want to hurt yourself, you can do that.
Whoa, dude, that sounds rough.
Just want to make sure I'm being empirical about this stuff and not just going off arbitrary feelings.
The mirror does judge you now.
Yeah. And then what were the other two?
Mental, so physical and spiritual. So physical, you did.
I mean, mental. I think I'm a smart guy.
You are, yeah.
I have a huge weakness. Chad can call it out. I'm disorganized and have no ability to schedule.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is allergic to scheduling.
So I think
Dude, I'll be like, hey, dude, what do we have tomorrow? And he gets hives.
it's bad. And I think if I could fix that and be reliable that way, I'd be a solid guy. And then spiritually, I think I would embrace optimism.
Become a glass half full type guy. It's great. So more prominent brow line, or at least higher eyebrow
Just
ridge.
like this. See, like this. Like, watch. Does that look better?
Does look good, yeah.
Does that look better? It doesn't look bad.
You look like a...
Does it look bad? Like
Dude,
this.
the level of detail to that is
Like
so
this.
funny.
Like this.
Wait, did the thing say literally your eyebrows are?
No, I mean it's other factors too. Like I'm a little heavier and like my pores got bigger. But like one thing that as you age, your eyebrows, depending on your structure, you lose a little collagen, a little volume in here, and gravity, and it starts to tip down here. And when you smile, your eyebrows go up like this, and you have that kind of old man like curio face.
Oh,
But when you're younger, they're kind of straight across, and so it's a little bit more like manly and a little more dangerous looking.
oh, okay.
Crushing.
I will say both of you guys are rock solid on this front.
On the eyebrows?
Yeah, you guys are both really solid.
Oh, thanks, dude.
So don't even stress, brother.
All right, fellas. I gotta get back.
Yeah,
to
thanks, dude.
Good shit, dude. That was
Good
fun.
shit. That was a fun
Great
one.
pod.